Hi everyone, welcome back to the Smartwatch Radar. Today we are putting two Apple Watches side by side, the brand new Apple Watch Series 11 and a last year Series 10. On paper, they might look pretty similar, but there are some real differences that might make upgrading worth it, depending on what you value the most. So let's break it all down here. Starting with price, then moving through the design, speed, battery, health features, and finally the verdict. Okay, and if you want to check them out yourself, I will left links in the descriptions. So what about price and value? So let's talk about price first, because that usually sets the tone. The Series 11 comes in as same $399 starting point as the Series 10 did at launch. So Apple is not asking you to spend extra for the new generation. The difference is that the Series 10 is now a year old, which means you will often find it discounted. So if budget is your main concern, the Series 10 might still make sense. But if you want the newest features without paying more than an original retail, the Series 11 is the obvious choice. So what about design and a build quality? Design-wise, these two watches share the same rounded square look Apple is known for. But when you put them side by side, the Series 11 feels just a bit sleeker. It's slightly similar and slimmer, and Apple has upgraded the display protection. The Series 11 uses an advanced ION X glass with a ceramic coating, making it about twice as scratch resistant as the Series 10. That's a big deal if you wear your watch daily and don't want to stress over bumps and scraps. The aluminum and the stainless steel options are still here, so you can choose between lightweight or a more premium builds. Performance and connectivity. Under the hood, Apple has also pushed the Series 11 forward. The new S11 chips makes everything smoother and more responsive. Apple's launched faster navigations, feels snapper, and the overall experience is just more fluid. So on top of that, the Series 11 introduces 5G connectivity for the cellular version. This means faster downloads, clearer calls, and stronger reliability in areas where 4G can feel patchy. The Series 10 still performs well. But if you ever noticed lag or the weaker signals, the jump to Series 11 feels like a nice upgrade. So battery life and charging. One of the big frustrations with Apple Watches have always been the battery life, and the Series 11 takes a meaningful step forward. The Series 10 typically gives you around 18 hours of use, which often means charging every night. The Series 11 stretched that to a full 24 hours, making it much easier to get through 2 full days with lighter use. On top of that, the fast charging has been improved. 15 minutes on the charger now gives you up to 8 hours of use. That makes overnight charging for sleep tracking much easier and more practical. Health and wellness features. This is where the Series 11 really pulls ahead. Apple has added two standout health features this year. First is Sleep Score, which takes your nightly data and turns it into a simple, easy-to-read number, giving you a clearer picture of your rest quality. The second, and probably the most important, is hypertension alerts. The watch now passively monitors blood pressure trends and can warn you if it detects signs of elevated levels. This does not replace a medical checkup, but it's a proactive tool that helps keep you more aware of your long-term health. Combined with the Series 10's exciting heart rate ECG and a blood oxygen tracking, the Series 11 feels like a true health companion rather than just a fitness tracker. So what is the final verdict? So is the Apple Watch Series 11 worth upgrading from the Series 10? If you already own the Series 10 and you're happy with it, if you're not missing out on a complete redesign. But if you're curious about durability, smoother performance, longer battery life, and those new health features, the Series 11 makes a strong case, especially since it launched at the same base price. For anyone coming from the older Apple Watch or the first-time buyer, the Series 11 is definitely the smarter pick. The Series 10 is still solid, but the refinement in the Series 11 make it feel more polished for daily life. And that's the comparison, two watches that look similar at a glance. But the Series 11 just pushes ahead where it really matters. This pacing comfortably runs around 4. So thank you so much for watching.